I have been promising Yvette that I would wear my flower crown in a video, and I kept either forgetting or chickening out, so Yvette, this one's for you. Hello everybody, my name is Kara, and today I'm here with my Dragon Prince Minithon TBR, and to talk about a few of the books that I'm currently reading. I will link our announcements for the Dragon Prince Minithon down below, as well as my reasons to watch video and Yvette's fun bonus video, if that is out yet. I think that should be posted already. But basically, it's a very short, chill readathon where we're just going to read a couple of books that have some elements of the Dragon Prince TV show and start watching the new season on the 22nd, and it's going to be a lot of fun. As we have described several times before, Yvette and I wanted to make this very laid back and very easy to participate in. Like, if you want to just pick up like one book during the 4 days and you don't even have to finish the book, then that would be great. If you just watch as much of the show as you can, like, that would also be great. We really don't want to stress anyone out with this. So I have 2 books that I'm going to be using to fulfill all 3 prompts, and let's get into them. The first challenge is to read an own voices fantasy novel, and for that one I have Lilani of the Distant Sea by Erin Entrada Kelly. This is actually an arc that I did not get to in time, but I'm still very much interested in reading this book. I did not receive this specifically for review, by the way. I got it passed on from a friend. I talked about that before, how I try to be very clear about which books I have received for review and which ones I haven't. But this is a story inspired by Filipino folklore, I believe, and it is own voices, and they compare it to Kelly Barnhill's The Girl Who Drank the Moon and Grace Lynn's Where the Mountain Meets the Moon, which are 2 books that I have really loved, so that sounds great. And I think this is one of those books that follows a main character who is not the chosen one, who just kind of decides they have to go on this quest and do the right thing, and I love stories like that. I don't really know too much about the details of the plot, and I don't really want to. I just want to go in and enjoy it. And there is a map, so I could count this for the illustration prompt as well. The next prompt is to read the next book in a series, and I am interpreting that a little bit creatively, but I still think it counts. And I'm going to be reading Women in Art, 50 Fearless Creatives Who Inspired the World, written and illustrated by Rachel Ignatowski. She also did the Women in Science one, which I have read and really loved. There's also a Women in Sports one, which I haven't read, but this is in kind of the same vein, and it's basically what it sounds like. 50 amazing women who did wonderful things for art, who really broke barriers, and I'm really looking forward to this. I really like the unique style of the illustrations and the colors and everything. I really loved the Women in Science one, so I'm very much looking forward to getting to this. And I could also count this one for the third prompt, which is to read a book with some kind of illustration in it. So that can be a map, like I talked about in Lilani of the Distant Sea. It could obviously be these illustrations. You could do a manga, a comic book, a graphic novel. There's a lot of options for that one. So those are the 2 books that I hope to be getting to, and I'm also going to talk about the few books that I'm currently in the middle of. I had a lot of TBR plans for this month. I will also link that video if you are interested in kind of what challenges I'm doing and everything. And I've been doing pretty well. I've been making good progress. I have already finished quite a few books during the month. So I'm currently reading 3 books, and the first one is The Girl the Sea Gave Back by Adrienne Young. I am about halfway through this, I think, and I'm buddy reading this with my friend Alana from The Awkward Book Nerd. It's interesting. I'm really enjoying the buddy read experience. I love talking to Alana about this book. But the story itself, I'm still having trouble with. I feel like not a lot has happened, and this book is definitely billed as a standalone, but I'm starting to think that if you haven't read the author's previous novel, Sky in the Deep, I'm starting to think you won't really care about a lot of the stuff that is happening in this book, and I don't know, I feel like we're getting introduced to a ton of new characters with not really a lot of development done for them, so it's hard to keep track of who is who, but that's starting to get a little better, so I'm hoping that I enjoy that one more going forward. And then I also, a few days ago, I just barely started Sorcery of Thorns by Margaret Rogerson. I am not very far at all, you can see, but I'm really enjoying it so far. I haven't really been picking it up as much as I wanted to, though, because I've heard and I feel like this is a book that you want to read in as few sittings as possible, that you really just want to sink into and fly through, and that's really how I would like to experience it, so hopefully that's going to work out with my schedule, because I really want to give myself the best opportunity to love this book, because I feel like it could be one that I do really enjoy. And I'm also in the middle of an audiobook, and that is The Woman Who Smashed Codes by Jason Fagone. This is one of the last recommendations I have on my list from Giselle, and I'm listening to it on audio because Giselle is a huge fan of audiobooks. The majority of the books that she reads are on audio, so I thought it was very appropriate, even necessary, that I read one of the books she recommends to me in her favorite format. And I am also struggling with this one a little bit. I really like some of it. I find it very interesting to hear about Elizabeth herself and how she went about code breaking and everything. And her relationship with her husband is really nice to hear about too, like the way they really supported each other and they were like a team. I do have some issues with it though. Like, I really did not need all the background on these random men surrounding these people, especially Elizabeth. Like, I do not care about George Fabian, like, at all. Like, I'm just really tired of hearing about him, basically. And it's kind of a struggle for me to pick this book up. I have found that if I time it just right, if I like listen to it while I'm like getting ready, like to film or something where I'm doing like a full face of makeup, I can just about finish a chapter in that amount of time, which is good because I'm just struggling to make myself pick this up at the moment, but I'm hoping that I will enjoy that one more as well. So those are my currently reading updates and my TBR plans for the Dragon Prince Minithon. I am so excited for the 3rd season, you guys. I finished my rewatch of the first 2 seasons and then I finally watched the trailer for season 3 and it looks so good. I am so ready for this. Please let me know if you guys are going to be joining in with the Minithon, if you're going to try the show. Let's just talk in the comments. Thank you guys so much for watching. I will see you soon with another video and I hope you love the next book you read. Bye!